Amber Heard has officially taken the stand in her trial and is exposing all the cracks in her story, and making even more celebrities openly slam her to the public. Let's get into the top 10 celebrities who hate Amber Heard Part 3. But before we get into it, make sure to check out a playlist on our channel full of all the latest Johnny Depp and Amber Heard videos. And at number 10, fired PR team. Before Amber Heard took the stand in her viral case against Johnny Depp, the actress decided to make a bold change and fired her PR team. Heard fired crisis management specialist Precision Strategies on April 28th after being subjected to bad headlines since the trial started. According to the New York Post, a source said Heard is, quote, frustrated with her story not being told effectively. Since support for Johnny Depp has significantly increased since the start of the trial, it's clear she desperately needed to change the narrative she's showing to the public. Insiders have stated that Heard was being represented by the top PR crisis firm, and the new firm has an uphill battle, as it's nearly impossible to undo the damage that's already been done to her reputation. It's claimed that she's hired Shane Communications as a replacement. And at number 9, her legal team. With all the conflicting stories that have come out about the testimony Heard's been telling in court, it's clear her legal team has an uphill battle in trying to defend her. During the trial, Heard's lawyers have been ripped to shreds, with the internet memeing their bad questions and hurting their professional reputations. Of course, her team has made a lot of blunders, but I'm sure it's not very easy to be in their position, representing someone that everyone is convinced is guilty. If Heard loses this trial, her and her lawyers will be a laughing stock. Even worse aspects of their private life are being made public. For example, one TikTok went viral during the trial, showing a woman that looked shockingly like Amber Heard's lawyer, Elaine Bradelhoft, standing in a crowd of fans waiting for Johnny Depp. We can assume it was not her, but it is an invasion of privacy either way. And at number 8, Aquaman Executives. Since the Amber Heard scandal started, her role in Aquaman 2 has been a big point of conversation. Back when the internet was not sure which side to believe, DC announced that they were putting Amber Heard in the sequel film, which started a petition to get her cut from the film, which now has over 3 million signatures. Back when the execs made that decision, a producer for the sequel claimed that the social media hatred against Amber had no effect over their decision to cast her in the film, but I'm sure he's eating his words right about now. He said on a podcast, quote, "I don't think we're ever going to react to honestly pure fan pressure. You gotta do what's best for the movie. We felt that if it's James Wan and Jason Momoa, it should be Amber Heard. That's really what it was." In light of the trial, it's been reported by a movie insider that Amber will apparently be featured in less than 10 minutes of screen time in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, although I'm not sure if that decision was made before or after the social media firestorm. And at number 7, Kate James. Amber Heard's former personal assistant Kate James testified against her in court, claiming that she was full of anger and horrible to work for. James testified that she never saw Depp get physical with Heard, but she did see Heard enter blind fits of rage on many occasions. Allegedly, Heard once spit in her assistant's face when she asked her for a raise. Along with this, Heard descended into screaming fits of blind rage, sent incoherent text messages at 4 a.m., and was often drunk and high on illegal substances. Then when asked about Johnny Depp, James had only positive things to say. James said when she interacted with Johnny Depp, he was very calm and almost shy, quote, like a total southern gentleman, James said. And at number 6, Cara Delevingne. Model Cara Delevingne is another celebrity who has been dragged into the case of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. It was claimed that Heard had a three-way affair with Cara Delevingne and Elon Musk. Allegedly, the three of them hooked up at Depp's downtown LA penthouse in late 2016 after Heard split from Depp. Sources close to Depp say he hasn't ruled out serving Delevingne with a subpoena to find out if she's any information that could prove useful to his case against ex-wife Amber Heard. After these rumors started to go viral, Musk shut down the claims. Page 6 reported that he never slept with Cara and they were only ever friends, saying, quote, "Cara and I are friends, but we've never been intimate. She would confirm this." He also said he did not start seeing Amber until a month after her divorce filing. I'm sure that Cara does not like her private life getting pulled into this mess, especially considering she likes to stay out of the spotlight. Halfway at number 5, Kate Moss. Kate Moss is yet another celebrity who's being dragged into this legal battle without her consent. While Heard was on the stand, she was sharing a story of when she got physical with Depp in defense of her sister Whitney. Amber claimed that they had been fighting on the mezzanine of the stairs in one of his penthouses in March of 2015 when her sister attempted to separate the argument. Amber said her sister threw herself into the line of fire, and Amber was worried that Johnny might hurt her sister as he has a past pushing women downstairs. Heard said, quote, "She was trying to get Johnny to stop. Her back was to the staircase, and Johnny swings at her. I don't hesitate, and I instantly think of Kate Moss and stairs." This is the second time Amber has made this claim. During the UK libel trial in 2020, Heard was describing the same fight and said, quote, "I remembered information I had heard that he pushed a former girlfriend, I believe it was Kate Moss, down the stairs." And at number 4, the ACLU. After the lies Amber Heard told the ACLU, it's clear the organization does not like her and her broken promises. One of the worst cases of Amber Heard lying is in regards to her donations to the ACLU, since it's so easy to get to the truth. During her divorce proceedings, Amber went on record stating that she would donate the proceeds from her divorce to Children's Hospital of LA and the ACLU within 10 years. Since she won roughly $7 million, the organization was expecting $3.5 million in donations. During the recent trial, the ACLU says she gave them less than half of her $3.5 million pledge. ACLU executive Terrence Doherty said the nonprofit received 4 donations in Amber's name so far, totaling only $1.3 million. Only $350,000 of that came from Heard directly. Johnny Depp even wrote them a check for $100,000, and Amber Heard asked for that money to be credited to her. The ACLU says the other payments included $500,000 from a donor-advised fund at Vanguard and $350,000 from a donor-advised fund at Fidelity. The ACLU believes a large portion of this money came from Elon Musk, Heard's former boyfriend. And at number 3, Milani Cosmetics. Milani Cosmetics got involved in the case when Amber Heard's lawyers claimed that Amber would use their color-correcting palette to cover the bruises Johnny gave her. During her trial, Amber's lawyers stated that Amber would walk around with makeup constantly in case she ever needed to cover a bruise that Johnny had given her. In court, the lawyer held up Milani Cosmetics all-in-one correction kit, while telling the jury how Heard concealed alleged bruises on her face. Although it's important, the lawyer never claimed that Heard used that specific product. Even though the makeup brand could have just left it alone, they decided to get to the truth and prove that the makeup palette her lawyers were talking about was not even released until 2017, meaning there was no way she used it to cover bruises from Johnny. So clearly the Milani Cosmetics employees are team Johnny Depp. And at number 2, Jennifer Grey. Jennifer Grey, the former fiancée of Johnny Depp's, is also being put into the conversation surrounding this trial. Grey has stated that the trial, quote, breaks her heart and she wishes that it was resolved. Grey and Depp were engaged in 1989, adding that she, quote, thinks it's sad and wishes everybody well. But she did admit that in her relationship with Depp, he was possessive and would get into fights at bars regularly. The pair were in a long-distance relationship at one point during their trial, and apparently at this time he started to get in more trouble with the law, saying in her book, quote, Johnny was commuting every week back and forth from Vancouver, but had begun more and more regularly to be getting into trouble, fights in bars, skirmishes with cops. According to The Independent, she continued, quote, he'd start missing his flights home to LA having overslept. When he did come home, he'd be crazy jealous and paranoid about what I'd been up to while he was gone, which is similar to what Heard has said about him. Amber Heard has testified that Depp was incredibly jealous of Heard's friend and co-star James Franco. And finally, at number 1, Amanda de Cadenet. Prominent Me Too supporter Amanda de Cadenet used to support Amber Heard in her claims against her ex-husband. But after she heard the audio recording of Amber being verbally harmful to Depp, she distanced herself from Amber. De Cadenet was supposed to testify in support of Amber at her trial, but decided against it in light of the new information. In a statement, de Cadenet said she was appalled and shocked to hear Amber Heard was speaking to Johnny. Alrighty guys, so that is all for the list today. Let me know your thoughts below and let me know anything that I missed that could be in a part 4. I'm not even sure that's possible, probably not, but if there is anyone that I missed, make sure to put it below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and we will catch you in the next one.